Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Battle of the Belts 11 results, coverage, reactions, and highlights for July 27, 2024. It's Saturday night and you know what that means. Battle of the Belts 11 went down tonight, and I've got you covered with live play-by-play results coverage for the July 27, 2024 episode. Battle of the Belts 11 started at 10 p.m. EST as always. Match-by-match highlights and results from the show will take place on this very page. Feel free to leave any reactions in the comments section below. You can check out the lineup below. The show opened up with a video package recapping the key moments from Dynamite and the Royal Rampage match from Fridays at Rampage. Tony Schiavone, Ian Riccoboni, and Nigel McGuinness then welcomed us to the show, and we got the entrances for the first match of the night, which was in a Women's World Championship Eliminator match. The match started off with Valkyrie throwing her shades at Storm. Storm then picked up the shades and put them on. Storm hit Valkyrie with a Thesz press and followed it up with punches and a suplex. Storm hit Valkyrie with a hip attack. Storm then headed to ringside and was tripped into the ring steps. Valkyrie hit Storm with a double knee strike against the steps. Storm sent Valkyrie into the barricade and back inside the ring. Valkyrie tripped Storm on the apron. Storm slapped Taya. Tony hit a suplex on Taya but only got a 2 count. Storm hit Taya with a hip attack, a DDT, and pinned her, but Taya kicked out at 2. Taya recovered and kicked Storm. Taya covered Storm, but Storm kicked out at 2. Taya picked up Storm, but Storm escaped. Taya picked up Storm again and planted her face first. Taya covered Storm, but Storm kicked out at 2. Taya put Storm in a submission hold. Storm crawled to the ropes, but as she got closer, Taya stopped her. Taya covered Storm, but Storm got her foot on the rope. Taya taunted Storm, but Storm got up and hit Taya with a Storm Zero for the win. The winner of the Women's World Championship Eliminator match, a Women's World Champion Timeless Toni Storm. After the match, Storm grabbed a mic and said she is still the champ. Storm said Mariah May was perfect. Storm said May was all her dreams come to life. Storm said May was a better her than she was. Storm said Mariah made one mistake, and that is she should have cut her bloody head off. We then headed to the back, where Lexi Nair was interviewing Kip Sabian. Sabian said he lost his father, and the last 4 months have been a roller coaster. Sabian said the most important thing to him is doing his family proud and being the best wrestler in the company. Sabian said he could let things with Nick Wayne go, but if Wayne can't do that, then he knows where to find him. Sabian said he's back and better than ever. Next, we got the entrances of the next match of the night, which was a CMLL World Women's Championship Eliminator match. The match started off with both women locking up. Deonna tried to send Willow to the mat, but Willow countered. Willow picked up Deonna and slammed her on the mat. Willow chopped Deonna. Deonna came back as both women locked up for a test of strength. Deonna took down Willow and attempted to pin her, but Willow kicked out. Willow picked up Deonna and slammed her down. Deonna ran the ropes, but Willow picked her up, spun her around, and slammed her down. Deonna sent Willow to the floor. Deonna went after Willow, grabbed her left arm, and twisted it. Deonna sent Willow back first to the ring apron. Deonna grabbed the left arm of Willow and wrapped it around the ring post. Willow got back in the ring, and Deonna continued to work on the left arm of Willow. Willow went down in the corner, and Deonna put a boot to the throat of Willow. Deonna continued to work on the left arm of Willow. Willow sent Deonna to the mat 3 times in a row. Willow hit Deonna with a pump kick. Willow powerbombed Deonna and covered her, but Deonna kicked out at 2. Willow sent Deonna into the corner and suplexed her. Willow headed to the top, but Deonna pulled her down. Deonna covered Willow, but Willow kicked out at 2. Deonna tried to pick up Willow, but Willow countered and hit Deonna with a Death Valley driver. Willow covered Deonna, but Deonna kicked out at 2. Willow had Deonna in the corner. Deonna headed up top, but Willow suplexed her. Willow and Deonna went back and forth with chops. Both women hit each other with a running lariat. Taya Valkyrie made her way down to the ring with a turnbuckle. Taya held out the turnbuckle, and Thunder Rosa made her way down to the ring and fought off Taya on the floor. Willow hit Deonna with a shoulder tackle. Willow hit Deonna with a Dr. Bomb for the win. The winner of the CMLL World Women's Championship Eliminator match, CMLL World Women's Champion Willow Nightingale. Tony Schiavone then hyped up the main event, which was coming up next. We then got the entrances of the main event, which was a Raw World 6-Man Tag Team Championship match. The match started off with Strong tossing his elbow pad at Kevin Von Erich. Strong locked up the arm of Ross, but Ross fought out and dropkicked Strong. Ross tagged in Marshall and dropkicked Strong. Bennett tagged in and chopped Marshall. Marshall came back and hit Bennett with several hip tosses. Bennett tagged in Taven, and Marshall tagged in Dustin. Dustin hit Taven with a lariat. Dustin tagged in Ross. Marshall and Ross double-teamed Taven. Ross covered Taven, but Taven kicked out at 2. Marshall charged at Taven and hit him with a lariat in the corner. Taven recovered, and Dustin and the Von Erichs sent the Undisputed Kingdom to the floor. Taven was tagged in and hit Ross with a suplex. Taven covered Ross, but only got a 2 count. Taven put Ross in a headlock. Taven slammed Ross' head on the mat. Ross tried to make a tag, but he was stopped. Bennett was tagged in, and he stopped Ross from making a tag and then tagged in Strong. Dustin was now up on the apron, and Dustin was tagged in. Dustin took down Bennett and power slammed Strong and Bennett. Dustin hit Taven with a bulldog and a Canadian destroyer. Dustin dropped Bennett on his head and covered him, but Taven broke the count. Strong and Taven took out the Von Erichs on the floor. Bennett was tied up on the ropes, but Taven distracted Dustin. Dustin charged at Bennett, but was picked up and dropped back first. Strong hit Dustin with a pump kick. Ross and Marshall came in, and they went to the floor as Strong and Taven took out Ross and Marshall. As Taven and Strong distracted the referee, Bennett nailed Dustin with a cowbell. Bennett covered Dustin, but Dustin kicked out. Katsuyori Shibata made his way down to the ring and put the claw on Strong as Kevin put the claw on Taven. Ross and Marshall then dropped Bennett. Dustin hit Bennett with a discus lariat for the win. The winners and new Raw World 6-man Tag Team Champions, The Natural Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs, Marshall Von Erich and Ross Von Erich. After the match, streamers were tossed in the ring. Paul White made his way down to the ring and presented the belts to Dustin and the Von Erichs. Christopher Daniels and other talents from the back celebrated with Dustin and the Von Erichs as the show came to a close. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wrestling news and updates. See you next time.